Assalamualaikum. This is Rudaina TradingWali and I am 17 years old, living in Karachi, Pakistan, and I am a student of Rehan School Online Academy Foundation level first batch class. So as you all know, we do a call any session with any. So first of all, I tell you the topic, which is food from basic need to cultural icon. So let's start. Hey Annie, how are you?
Hey there. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just finished a fun yoga session. How about you? What's been on your mind lately?
Okay, Annie. So I have a question to you, and you have to be give me an answer. So are you ready?
Absolutely. Hit me with your question. I'm ready.
Okay, Annie, so my first question to you is why is food essential for human survival?
Great question. Food is essential for survival because it provides the nutrients our bodies need to function, like energy, vitamins, and minerals. It helps us grow, repair tissues, and maintain our immune system. Plus, sharing meals can be a wonderful way to connect with others. What's your favorite food?
I have no, not one food is my favorite. I love to eat food and I am also a foodie. So there's no one food that I have to be selected. There are so many food I love to eat. Okay, Annie, so my next question to you is what are the basic nutrients our body needs?
Ha, I love your enthusiasm for protein. As for basic nutrients, our bodies need carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Each plays a unique role. Carbs give us energy, proteins help build and repair tissues, fats support cell function, and vitamins and minerals are crucial for various bodily processes. Do you have a go-to meal that has a good balance of these nutrients?
Okay, Annie, so can you please tell me what happens if we do not eat balanced meal?
Absolutely. If you don't eat a balanced diet, your body can miss out on essential nutrients, which can lead to various health issues. You might feel tired, have a weakened immune system, or struggle with concentration. Over time, deficiencies can cause more serious problems like anemia or bone health issues. It's all about finding that balance. Do you have any favorite meals that you think are pretty balanced?
Okay, Annie, so what is food security?
Food security is all about having reliable access to enough nutritious food to lead a healthy life. It means people have the resources to obtain food, whether it's through purchasing, growing, or receiving it. When food security is compromised, it can lead to hunger and malnutrition. It's such an important issue. What do you think are some ways we can help improve food security in our communities?
Okay, Annie, so why is access to clean drinking water related to food?
Ha, that's a funny way to put it. Clean drinking water is crucial because contaminated water can carry harmful bacteria and parasites that cause diseases, often linked to poor sanitation and waste disposal, like poop. When we have access to clean water, it helps prevent these diseases and promotes better health. Proper sanitation practices are super important too. What are your thoughts on the connection between water and health?
Okay, Annie, so how does the food reflect a country culture?
It sounds like you're diving into some interesting topics. The confocal zone can refer to a specific area in microscopy, often used to get detailed images of samples. But if you're referring to food, maybe you mean how food interacts with different environments or systems. Could you clarify a bit? I'd love to help you explore this.
Yes, I do. Okay, Annie, so how does religion influence food choices?
Religion can have a big impact on food choices. Many religions have dietary laws or guidelines that dictate what is permissible to eat. For example, in Islam, there are halal practices, and in Judaism, there are kosher rules. Additionally, some religions promote vegetarianism or fasting during certain periods. These practices can shape cultural traditions and community gatherings around food. What about you? Do you have any specific food traditions or practices that are meaningful to you?
Okay, Annie, so how has globalization influenced traditional food?
Absolutely. Globalization has really changed the way we experience food. It allows for the exchange of ingredients, recipes, and cooking techniques across cultures. While this can lead to exciting fusion dishes, it can also sometimes overshadow traditional foods and practices. Some people worry that local cuisines might lose their unique qualities. Have you tried any interesting fusion dishes lately, or do you have a favorite traditional dish that you love?
Okay, Annie, so how do immigrants present preserve their food culture?
Yes, Immigrants play a huge role in preserving and sharing their food cultures. They often bring their traditional recipes and cooking methods to their new homes, which helps maintain their heritage. This blending can enrich local cuisines and create vibrant food communities. Plus, it allows everyone to experience a taste of different cultures. Do you have a favorite immigrant cuisine that you enjoy?
Okay, Annie, so what are the some world famous dishes?
Oh, there are so many delicious world famous dishes. Here are a few. 1. Pizza from Italy. Who can resist that cheesy goodness? 2. Sushi from Japan. Fresh fish and rice rolled up in a perfect bite. 3. Tacos from Mexico. So many fillings and flavors to choose from. 4. Curry from India. A rich, spicy dish that warms the soul. 5. Paella from Spain. A vibrant rice dish often made with seafood or chicken. What about you? Do you have a favorite dish from around the world?
Okay, Annie, so which country is known for the spiciest food?
When it comes to spicy food, countries like India, Thailand, and Mexico are often at the top of the list. India has a variety of spicy curries and dishes like vindaloo. Thailand is famous for its spicy dishes like green curry and tom yum soup. Mexico has salsas and dishes like mole that can pack a punch. Do you enjoy spicy food or do you prefer milder flavors?
Okay, I love to eat spicy food. Okay, so Annie, my next question to you is what is the difference between Eastern and Western cuisines?
Great question. Eastern and Western cuisines have some key differences. 1. Ingredients. Eastern cuisines often use rice noodles and a variety of vegetables and spices, while Western cuisines may focus more on bread, pasta, and meats. 2. Flavors. Eastern dishes tend to emphasize umami and balance of flavors, while Western dishes often focus on rich, hearty flavors. 3. Cooking techniques. Stir frying, steaming, and bracing are common in Eastern cooking, whereas grilling, roasting, and baking are more prevalent in Western kitchens. 4. Presentation. Eastern cuisines often prioritize harmony and balance in presentation, while Western cuisines might focus on individual portions and elaborate plating. What do you think? Do you have a preference for one style over the other?
Okay, Annie, so can you please tell me what are superfoods and which cultures use them most?
Superfoods are nutrient-rich foods considered to be especially beneficial for health and well-being. They're often packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and other compounds that can boost health. Some popular superfoods include 1. Quinoa. Used widely in South American cultures, it's a complete protein and gluten-free grain. 2. Kale. Popular in Western diets, especially among health enthusiasts, it's loaded with vitamins A, C, and K. 3. Chia seeds. Used in various cultures, they're high in omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. 4. Turmeric. Common in Indian cuisine, it has anti-inflammatory properties and is often used in curries. 5. Ackee berries. These are popular in Brazilian diets and are known for their antioxidant properties. Different cultures have their own superfoods based on local ingredients. Do you have any superfoods you enjoy or want to try?
Okay, Annie, so how did colonization impact local cuisines?
Colonization had a profound impact on local cuisines and consumers in many ways. Here are a few. 1. Ingredient introduction. Colonizers often brought new ingredients and cooking methods which changed traditional diets. For example, the introduction of crops like potatoes and tomatoes transformed European and local cuisines. 2. Cultural exchange. While some traditional foods were preserved, colonization also led to fusion of flavors and techniques, creating new dishes that blended different culinary traditions. 3. Economic changes. Colonization often disrupted local food systems, leading to reliance on imported goods and changing agricultural practices. This could affect food security and local economies. 4. Loss of traditional knowledge. In some cases, colonization led to the erosion of indigenous food practices and knowledge as traditional ways of farming and cooking were replaced by colonial methods. It's a complex topic. What are your thoughts on how history influences our food today?
Okay, Annie, so can you please tell me when did restaurant first appear in your history?
Oh, I don't have a specific history to reference, but I love discussing how food and culture have evolved over time. Questions about the impact of colonization on local cuisines have been around for a while, especially as people become more aware of cultural heritage and food systems. It's fascinating to see how history shapes what we eat today. What sparked your interest in this topic?
Okay, Annie, so how has food preservation changed through time?
food preservation has come a long way. Here's a quick overview. 1. Ancient methods. Early humans used methods like drying, salting, and smoking to preserve food. These techniques helped prevent spoilage and made food last longer. 2. Fermentation. Cultures around the world discovered fermentation, leading to foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, and kimchi, which not only last longer but also offer health benefits. 3. Canning. In the 9th century, canning became popular, allowing food to be sealed in jars and heated to kill bacteria, making it shelf-stable for long periods. 4. Refrigeration. The invention of refrigeration revolutionized food preservation in the 20th century, allowing for longer storage of perishable items. 5. Modern techniques. Today, we have advanced methods like freeze-drying, vacuum sealing, and high-pressure processing that help maintain flavor and nutrients while extending shelf life. It's amazing how food preservation has evolved. Do you have a favorite preserved food or technique you enjoy?
And so, how did agriculture change human diets?
Agriculture has significantly impacted human rights in various ways. 1. Food security. The development of agriculture allowed societies to produce more food, which helped reduce hunger and improve living conditions, contributing to the right to adequate food. 2. Land rights. As agriculture became more established, issues around land ownership and access emerged. This has led to movements advocating for land rights and justice for indigenous and marginalized communities. 3. Labor rights. Agricultural practices have historically relied on labor, leading to the development of labor rights movements. Workers sought fair wages, safe working conditions, and the right to organize. 4. Cultural rights. Agriculture is tied to cultural identity. The preservation of traditional farming practices supports cultural rights and helps maintain biodiversity. 5. Environmental rights. Modern agricultural practices have raised concerns about environmental degradation, leading to movements advocating for sustainable farming methods that protect the environment and promote human rights. It's a complex relationship. What are your thoughts on how agriculture shapes our rights
Okay,
today?
and so, can you please tell me what was the role of food in royal courts?
Food played a significant role in royal courts throughout history. Here are a few key points. 1. Symbol of power. Royal feasts showcased wealth and power. The abundance and variety of food served were meant to impress guests and assert authority. 2. Cultural identity. Royal kitchens often reflected the culture and traditions of the kingdom. Dishes prepared for royalty could help define national identity. 3. Diplomacy. Food was used as a diplomatic tool. Banquets and feasts provided opportunities for negotiations and alliances between different kingdoms. 4. Status and ritual. Certain foods were reserved for royalty, reinforcing social hierarchies. Special dishes and elaborate presentations were part of ceremonial events. 5. Innovation. Royal kitchens often led culinary innovation, experimenting with new ingredients and techniques that would later influence broader culinary trends. Food in royal courts was more than just sustenance. It was a way to convey status, culture, and power. Do you have a favorite historical dish or royal feast that intrigues you?
Okay, and so, how has social media influenced food trends?
Social media has had a big impact on mood trends in several ways. 1. Connection and community. It allows people to connect with others, creating a sense of belonging and support, which can boost mood. 2. Influence of trends. Social media can spread mood-related trends quickly, like challenges or movements that encourage positivity or self-care. 3. Comparison culture. On the flip side, seeing curated highlights of others' lives can lead to feelings of inadequacy or anxiety, affecting overall mood. 4. Mental health awareness. It has also raised awareness about mental health issues, encouraging conversations and reducing stigma, which can help people feel understood and supported. 5. Content consumption. The type of content people engage with can influence their mood. Positive, uplifting content can enhance mood, while negative news can bring it down. It's a double-edged sword. How do you feel about the impact of social media on your mood or the mood of those around you?
Okay, and so, can you please tell me what is food influencers?
Food influences refer to the various factors that shape what we eat, how we prepare food, and our attitudes toward it. Here are some key influences. 1. Cultural factors. Traditions, customs, and cultural heritage play a significant role in shaping dietary preferences and cooking methods. 2. Social media, platforms like Instagram and TikTok can popularize certain foods, trends, and recipes, influencing what people want to try and share. 3. Health trends. Growing awareness of nutrition and health can influence food choices, leading people to seek out superfoods or specific diets. 4. Economic factors. The availability and cost of ingredients can greatly impact what people eat. Economic conditions can dictate access to fresh produce versus processed foods. 5. Environmental awareness. Concerns about sustainability and climate change are influencing more people to choose plant-based diets or support local farming. 6. Celebrity chefs and influencers. Well-known chefs and food influencers can shape culinary trends and inspire home cooks to try new recipes. Food influences are everywhere. What influences your food choices the most?
Okay, Annie, so can you please tell me what are food challenges and how did they become popular?
Food challenges are fun and sometimes outrageous contests where participants attempt to eat large quantities of food, unusual items, or complete specific tasks within a time limit. Here's how they became popular. 1. Social media. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok have made food challenges viral. People share their attempts, leading to more participants wanting to join in on the fun. 2. Entertainment value. Watching people take on crazy food challenges can be entertaining. It's a mix of suspense and humor, drawing viewers in. 3. Community engagement. Many restaurants host food challenges to attract customers and create a sense of community. It's a way to bring people together for a shared experience. 4. Influencer culture. Food influencers and content creators often showcase these challenges, encouraging their followers to participate and try them out. 5. Culinary creativity. Some challenges feature unique or creative food combinations, sparking interest in trying new flavors and dishes. Food challenges can be a fun way to engage with food culture. Have you ever tried a food challenge or thought about joining one?
Annie, so can you please tell me what role does advertiser play in food choices?
It seems like you might be referring to Edward, a term sometimes used in discussions about food choices, but I'm not quite sure what specific context you mean. If you're referring to a specific study, person, or concept, could you clarify? In general, various factors like education, environment, and personal experiences which could relate to Edward or similar concepts play a role in shaping our food choices. For instance, education about nutrition can lead to healthier decisions, while cultural influences can dictate preferences. If you have a different context in mind, let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Okay, Annie, so can you please tell me what is sustainable eating?
Absolutely. Sustainable eating refers to food choices that are good for both our health and the planet. Here are the key points. 1. Local and seasonal. Choosing foods that are grown locally and in season reduces the carbon footprint associated with transportation and supports local farmers. 2. Plant-based focus. Incorporating more plant-based foods into your diet can be more sustainable, as meat production often has a higher environmental impact. 3. Minimal processing. Opting for whole, minimally processed foods usually requires fewer resources and energy to produce. 4. Waste reduction. Sustainable eating encourages reducing food waste by planning meals, using leftovers creatively, and composting when possible. 5. Ethical sourcing. Supporting brands and producers that prioritize ethical practices, such as fair labor and humane treatment of animals, contributes to a more sustainable food system. 6. Mindful consumption. Being aware of what you eat and its impact on the environment encourages more thoughtful choices. Sustainable eating is about making choices that benefit both our health and the planet. Have you tried incorporating any sustainable practices into your meals?
Okay, Annie, so how can youth contribute to food awareness?
It sounds like you might be asking about how to continue sustainable eating practices or maybe how to keep food fresh. If it's about sustainable eating, here are some tips to keep it going. 1. Meal planning. Plan your meals for the week to avoid food waste and ensure you're buying only what you need. 2. Experiment with recipes. Try new plant-based recipes or seasonal dishes to keep your meals exciting and diverse. 3. Shop local. Visit farmers markets or local co-ops to find fresh, sustainable produce and support your community. 4. Educate yourself. Stay informed about sustainable practices and food sourcing to make better choices. 5. Get involved. Join community programs or initiatives focused on sustainability. It's a great way to learn and connect with others. If you meant something else, let me know. I'm here to help. What are you thinking about?
Okay, Annie, how does climate change affect food production?
Absolutely, climate change significantly impacts food production in several ways. 1. Extreme weather. Increased frequency of droughts, floods, and storms can damage crops and disrupt harvests, leading to food shortages. 2. Temperature changes. Rising temperatures can affect crop yields, with some plants struggling to thrive in hotter conditions while others may benefit. 3. Pests and diseases. Warmer climates can expand the range of pests and diseases, putting more crops at risk and potentially increasing the need for pesticides. 4. Water availability. Changes in precipitation patterns can lead to water scarcity, impacting irrigation and the ability to grow food. 5. Soil degradation. Climate change can exacerbate soil erosion and degradation, reducing land productivity over time. 6. Food security. All these factors combined can threaten food security, making it harder for communities to access affordable and nutritious food. It's a complex issue, but there are ways we can work towards more sustainable practices to mitigate these effects. What are your thoughts on how we can adapt our food systems to be more resilient?
Okay, Annie, so what are food deserts?
It seems like you might be asking about the role of food or what food does for us. Here's a quick rundown. 1. Nourishment. Food provides essential nutrients, vitamins, and minerals our bodies need to function properly. 2. Energy. It fuels our daily activities, giving us the energy to work, play, and live our lives. 3. Cultural connection. Food often plays a central role in cultural traditions and celebrations, helping us connect with our heritage and community. 4. Social interaction. Sharing meals can strengthen relationships and create bonds among family and friends. 5. Emotional comfort. Many people find comfort in food, using it as a way to cope with stress or celebrate happy moments. 6. Health impact. The types of food we consume can significantly affect our overall health, influencing everything from mood to physical well-being. Food is a big part of our lives. What role does food play in your daily routine?
Okay, Annie, so how can food unite people during crisis? Annie, are you listening me?
Absolutely, I'm here and listening. I'm really interested in what you have to say. What's on your mind?
Okay, Annie, so what is lab-grown meat? Are you listening me, Annie?
Oops, it looks like you might have mixed up my name. I'm Annie, your friendly chat buddy. But I'm definitely listening to you. What would you like to talk about?
Okay, Annie, so my question to you is, how does food waste affect the environment?
Great question. Food waste has a significant impact on the environment in several ways. 1. Landfill contribution. When food waste ends up in landfills, it decomposes and produces methane, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. 2. Resource wastage. Producing food requires water, energy, and land. When food is wasted, all those resources are wasted too. For example, it takes a lot of water to grow crops that end up being thrown away. 3. Biodiversity loss. To produce more food, we often convert natural habitats into agricultural land, leading to habitat destruction and loss of biodiversity. 4. Carbon footprint. The entire process of growing, processing, transporting, and storing food contributes to carbon emissions. Wasting food means all those emissions are for nothing. 5. Economic costs. Food waste also has economic implications as it represents lost money for farmers, businesses, and consumers. Reducing food waste is crucial for a more sustainable future. What are some ways you think we can tackle food waste in our daily lives?
Okay, Annie, so my next question to you, how can food solve social issues?
Absolutely. Food is deeply intertwined with social issues. Here are a few key connections. 1. Food insecurity. Many people lack consistent access to enough nutritious food, leading to health disparities and affecting overall well-being. 2. Cultural identity. Food can be a powerful expression of cultural identity. When communities face challenges such as gentrification or globalization, their traditional food practices may be threatened. 3. Labor rights. Many workers in the food industry, especially in agriculture, face poor working conditions and low wages, highlighting issues of labor rights and exploitation. 4. Health disparities. Access to healthy food options is often limited in low-income neighborhoods, contributing to higher rates of diet-related diseases. 5. Sustainability and climate justice. Vulnerable communities often bear the brunt of climate change impacts, including food production challenges, which can exacerbate existing inequalities. 6. Consumer choices. Our food choices can support ethical practices such as fair trade, which can help empower marginalized communities. Addressing these social issues is essential for creating a more equitable food system. What social issues related to food resonate with you the most?
Okay, Annie, so it's time to go. So take care, Allah Hafiz. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. It was